What's up, everybody? It's Roger, Working Man Cigars. All right, tonight I'm going to be smoking the Plasencia Año de la Culebra. Year of the snake, year of the cobra, whatever. It's a very nice looking cigar. This was actually given to me by Felipe, Cigar Side Chat, so appreciate Felipe for sending this out to me. I have been looking forward to smoking a cigar. I have not been able to smoke that much recently. Been having a lot of stuff going on and have not had a chance to really come out and smoke. You know, when I used to watch certain guys and they would say that they haven't been able to smoke, I always used to think, damn, man, that must suck so bad. And don't get me wrong, it does suck. But I didn't see I couldn't picture like a situation where I'm not able to smoke as much as I enjoyed smoking. But it has been happening, man. So it's like, it's been really weird for me because I kind of feel myself getting pulled away more and more from it. So I'm really looking forward to smoking this cigar today. Wow, that's really nice, that light up. It's really enjoyable at light up. I just got a note that is very familiar, but I don't know exactly what it is. But I got a note that was very, very familiar right now. Hopefully it'll come to me and I can remember what it is because it is something that I like. I'm getting a tiny bit of spice on the palate. Not on the retro, but a little bit on the palate. So normally I label these like cigar overviews, right? Technically kind of like a review, but it's not a review. I don't like calling it a review because I don't want to be held to those same standards. But this one's not even an overview, right? So if you're tuning in to see how, like, for me to grade the cigar and give my tasting notes and do all that, I'm probably not going to do a lot of that. Probably going to call this like a smoke along or I don't know, something. Damn, what is it? There's something about this cigar that's very, very familiar. Like, it's a tasting note that's like a stone fruit kind of, more than I'm trying to find out what it is, I'm trying to remember what cigar I get it on. Because it's very, very, it's very pungent. I'm getting like a mild kind of grape tasting note. Sounds weird, but I get that every now and then on some cigars. And not like a natural grape, but like an artificial purple kind of grape tasting note. That's what clicks in my head. And I'm getting that, but without the sweetness. A nice nutty component to the cigar as well that I'm getting from it. So I'm really liking it. This is starting off really, really good, which I'm glad to say because all the Zodiac cigars have been kind of crap. I haven't really been getting excited for any of them just because I've gotten burned so much. The first cigar box that I ever bought, the first box that I fully went in on was the Davidoff Year of the Dragon. And everybody knows how that cigar went. It was like a collectively hated cigar, or disliked cigar. I shouldn't say hated, but not very many people like that ended up liking that cigar. So I am glad to be out here smoking a cigar. Haven't been able to do that recently. I've been really tied down on a bathroom remodel that I'm working on. And it's taking forever, man. Forever. I've been sharing a bathroom with like my 2 kids, my wife. It's been nuts. It's been horrible, to be honest. And then usually on Cigars Unbanded, Peter will ask like, oh, what cigars have you guys smoked lately that were good? And it's like, dude, I haven't smoked anything. The only days that I've been smoking a cigar is on Thursdays, which is the days we do Unbanded. Other than that, like I'm not really getting a chance to go out and smoke a cigar, which for me is like a big change just because I went from smoking 2 cigars a day at least, sometimes 3, to then just smoking none. And it's really been frustrating. So enjoying this one right now. There's some cigars, you know, there's some cigars that give me like that traditional old school kind of cigar smell that I think of when I think of like older like legacy branded cigars, right? And it's like really nostalgic for me. And this cigar is kind of giving me a bit of that odor. Like when I'm smelling it, it smells like traditional kind of old school cigar tobacco. And I'm not saying that this cigar has like certain type of tobacco that gives that odor, but it just smells like that. So far, the cigar is burning really well. Look at super clean burn line. Things burning nicely. Oh, if you can see it. Oh, damn. Take my word for it. Super nice, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this thing down a little bit more and then I'll check back in. All right, guys, so getting down on this Plasencia, year of the culebra. And it hasn't changed much, right? It hasn't changed much on me. Besides, the draw got like a little bit tight, and I just hit it with the perfect draw because the draw got a little bit tight. And I feel like it's either really boring to where now like I'm bored of the flavor notes, or it's just kind of gotten a little bit muted. I barely just poked it with the perfect draw, so we'll see if it gets any better, but it's not a big cigar, right? I've been smoking it for a while. I feel like the smoking time on this thing's smoking really good, but it's gotten a bit boring on me. This thing smokes like a champ though. Like it's producing a ton of smoke, which normally I like it. It's not overly doing it like Drew Estates. People used to always complain about how Drew Estates or how Ligas produce way too much smoke. And I used to really like it because I used to smoke outside, and I think, man, a lot of smoke production is great. Because I hate when I'm smoking a cigar, take a draw, and then get very minimal smoke. I don't know why. Even if I'm getting the taste, like I hate not seeing smoke production. It's weird. But ever since I started smoking inside, where it's enclosed, a lot of smoke does kind of suck. It does get annoying as hell. Like the draw isn't bad, but it's tighter than I like. But because it's a Lancero, I'm scared to hit it with the perfect draw just because I don't want to risk damaging it. You know what though? I do miss smoking a cigar. So many things about smoking a cigar. Everybody has different reasons for why they like to smoke, right? If you guys have checked out 1T Matt, Sober Cigars, he's been doing like a podcast kind of thing. And he's had different people on and they're talking about cigars. And a lot of the big thing, a lot of guys smoke just because for them it's like a de-stressing kind of relaxation thing. And that's what I used to do it for. I used to smoke cigar while I'm working, typing up bids, finishing up invoices. And nothing sucks more, for me anyways, nothing sucks more than sitting down, having to do work once I'm already home. And like, I'm trying to get this work done so that like, I don't feel like I'm still working when I'm technically off already or at home. So smoking a cigar while doing that stuff didn't feel like a pain or didn't feel like a hassle because it's like I'm enjoying a cigar and getting some work done, so it's perfect. And I have been missing that. Either that or I haven't jumped on Discord in a long time, but jumping on Discord is another thing, right? Like getting to smoke with guys in the virtual lounge, just hanging out with whoever's in the virtual, smoking a cigar with them, hearing some of their stories, hearing some of the more wild stuff. Because that's the one thing, right? When you're smoking on a virtual lounge, like on Discord, opposed to live streams, on live streams, we can say whatever we want pretty much, but even more when you're not being watched by people and you kind of be a little bit more, not upfront, but you could tell your stories a little bit better. You can divulge things that maybe aren't so appropriate if you're like on a YouTube live stream or an Instagram live stream. So it's cool, man. For me, that's why Cigars Unbanded live stream is such a fun experience for me, just because you're smoking with a bunch of your friends, talking to guys, enjoying yourself, and it's cool. Like it makes it a lot more fun. And recently we started getting our unbanded packs with small batch, which is freaking dope, man. I'm really excited about that. I'm really interested to see what the packs are gonna be like, because I remember their monthly membership pack was so good. And when I barely started when I barely started making videos, I would do a lot of comparison videos of monthly membership packs because I was super interested by the monthly membership packs. I thought it was just cool that you pay an amount and then some cigars show up. Sometimes they're cool, sometimes they suck really bad. Some packs were so bad that I didn't even put out the video because it's like, man, I feel like I was bashing this company, so I wouldn't put them out. But the small batch one, I remember I regretted it because I got that membership and there was a waiting list on that one. But when I was able to get it, I got it. And small batch has a tax for California, which you got to pay California tax, which it brings up the price quite a bit. So when I got it, I thought, well, I just want to compare it. So I'm going to cancel it. I didn't even wait to get the pack. And when I canceled it and I got the cigars, they were killer cigars. They were killer sticks. And when I added up the amount of the value that I got, like when I added up the MSRPs for the cigars that I got, it was so much more than what I had paid for it. And I just remember thinking, damn, man, like I canceled this pack way too early because it was still a great pack. And then that's when I was smoking a lot and hanging out a lot with like Eric Tran, Midnight Cigars. And I remember I told him, dude, I canceled my small batch cigar of the month. And he's like, dude, I've been waiting for a long time to get on that wait list. Why'd you cancel it? And it's like, God damn it, I made a mistake. So knowing that in California, you still have to pay a little bit more for the taxes, small batch has always been able to give like great value. So with them working with Cigars Unbanded, I'm really excited to see like what type of cigars are going to send, what type of cigars we're going to be able to choose from, the value that it's going to bring. I mean, how fun the show can get because they got so many cigars, right? They got such a large inventory. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. So I don't wait a long time to dump the ash on cigars usually. And I don't feel like I'm letting it hang on that much, and it keeps falling off right on top of my tablet every single time. It's freaking frustrating. So I'm not really paying attention to the cigar, right? To be fair, I'm just rambling. I'm not really paying attention to the cigar, but I'm getting still that like grape kind of artificial grape kind of tasting note. The nuttiness is a little bit gone. Now it's just a bit muted, and I'm getting like this weird, I don't want to say like crayon kind of chalkiness. Like that's the only thing I could think of is like a crayon, like a waxy kind of, I don't know. It's weird, like plasticky kind of left in the retrohale. Not on the palate, but when I out of the retro, I'm getting that like a really unpleasant kind of plasticky kind of taste. You know, it's weird. Okay, it's not consistent, right? Because right now that draw was good. But yeah, if you guys haven't, I'm pretty sure everybody that watches my stuff already knows what Cigars Unbanded is. But if you don't know what, if you guys haven't checked out Cigars Unbanded, you should. It's freaking cool, man. It's a cool live stream. If you're not on the Discord, you should check out the Discord. The Discord is great. To me, I'm not super active on social media. If you guys follow me like on my IG or even on Discord, you guys see I rarely post anything. I'm not big on posting a lot of stuff. It's more out of laziness than anything. But I don't post a whole lot. But to me, the Discord is kind of like a cigar smoker's Instagram page. Because all I do is sometimes if I have like a little bit of downtime, I'll jump on and I'll just read what guys are smoking. Guys post pictures of what they're smoking, or just, you get to know a lot of people like on a personal level. Where, I don't know, when I was watching content, there was a lot of people that I would watch that you kind of wonder how they are, right? Like I watched a lot of Hound Dog, a lot of Master Your Ash. I watch a lot of content creators where you watch their videos, they're like, oh, cool, man, this guy makes cool videos, and they seem cool. But you don't interact with them. You don't really know how they are. And the Discord has kind of broken that up for a lot of people. Because you got people like Hound Dog on there, Master Your Ash, Peter, Cigar Collective, the Cigar Site Chat, Cigar Carpenter. Talks to everybody though. He's very accessible like through Instagram and stuff if you just hit him up. But then there's really cool guys on there like Keith, The Guest. There's so many cool people, so many friends that I've made through in the cigar community, and then everybody's kind of hanging out on the Discord. So you talk to them. You could jump on the virtual lounge and smoke a cigar with them. You could jump on a random night and there's like a wide variety of people just on there smoking. So it's freaking cool, man. The like 2 years ago when I would smoke a cigar, it's like you would watch YouTube videos and then that's pretty much it. But now there's so much accessibility to a lot of these people, and to people that if you ever watch a live stream or you're watching a video and you write comments in a video and you see that there's this other person that usually watches videos and consistently writes comments, like now you can kind of virtually meet them, talk to them in the virtual lounge and stuff. It's just, to me, it's super interesting. I would have never imagined it a few years ago just because I didn't know what Discord was and I never messed around with Discord. I know that Discord's been around forever, and there's a lot of people who are like, duh, this is obvious, dude. Like, Discord's been around forever, and there's a lot of Discord groups, but I wasn't aware of them. I never jumped on any of them. I wasn't a part of any of them besides until I was on the SSL Discord. That was the first time. So like even some people that I know that like to smoke cigars and they're like, oh, you want to go to the lounge? Which going to the lounge to me is such a big time suck now. So if some of the people that I know now that like to smoke cigars and like to go to the lounge, if it's like, hey, dude, just jump on a virtual and we could smoke that way, it'd be so much easier. Okay, the cigar's getting a little bit darker on me, and I'm getting like a bit of like a caramelly kind of aftertaste to it. Not the sweetness. Throughout the whole cigar, I haven't been getting the sweetness from any type of tasting note that I'm getting. It hasn't been, maybe a little bit of sweetness, but not much. And even right now, like this caramel kind of tasting note, it's not like a sweet note. It's just the aftertaste of it. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the cigar thing kind of, how it progresses. At least for me. Maybe these communities have always been around and stuff, but I was just never aware of them. I know that at least one thing Peter was saying, because Peter did a podcast with Sober Cigars, you guys should check it out. They did like a cigar talk, and he was saying, Peter was saying that he's kind of past his FOMO stage, and I can see that because I'm a bit past my FOMO stage too. There's still every now and then, like if a rare opus is coming out, I really have to debate whether I want to buy it. But there used to be a time where I'm like, man, I really want to get it, and that's all I could think about. And I used to try to find a way to justify it. Like, oh, I could get it because of this. Or if I do this job, I can have enough money to buy and it won't feel so bad. It was so fucking weird, man. It's like just trying to find a way to get it. And I'm a little bit past that now, to where now I'm just enjoying what I have. And enjoying, I have a lot of good cigars. It's like I got to enjoy some of these cigars. Especially because a lot of cigars have gotten crazy, right? The pricing has gotten crazy. If you were paying $50, $60 for a good cigar, at least it was going to be a good cigar. At least, you know, this is like a special edition, a limited edition that they actually put in work into that cigar. But like from the Burning Benji's lives that we've been doing, or we smoke $100 cigars, we found out that like a lot of those high-end, high-priced cigars usually are not, they're never going to be worth it, right? They're never going to be worth the price. But at least you could have said it was a freaking great cigar. And very few of us had that experience. So it kind of like cigars have gotten a little bit crazy. And I know people say that this is the consumer's fault. This is your fault for, you know, buying these cigars. And I get that, right? When people say that kind of stuff, if the consumers stopped buying these expensive cigars, and they would stop making expensive cigars. And the way I see it, I don't really view it that way, because they're still making affordable cigars, right? It's not like people that used to make Dumbarton, that they're not the cheapest kind of cigars, right? 18, 20 bucks. And they have the unicorn. People buy the hell out of the unicorn. When it goes on sale, a lot of people, when it's out there, people buy them. They're more readily available now. So they're not like sold out all the time like they used to be. But you see those cigars out there. People are buying those cigars. But Saka didn't say, now all my cigars are going to be 80 to 100 bucks. I'm not going to be making the 18 to $24 cigars anymore. And a lot of times when a cigar manufacturer is making like a $100 cigar or a $60 cigar, they're also putting out, you know, their regular price cigars. So I don't think that people starting to buy more expensive cigars is making them substitute their like standard lines for their really expensive stuff or their premium stuff. I mean, I don't think so, right? That's just my opinion. The whole pricing of cigars thing is like, to me, it's a pretty touchy subject, because I get so much shit for like the cigars that I'm smoking. I smoke a lot of random cigars, a lot of like budget cigars, not lately, but when I was smoking a lot, I would smoke a lot of budget cigars. Some of my favorite cigars are affordable cigars, right? I'm a big Roma guy. Everybody knows that. They make fun of me because I like a lot of Romas. And those are not expensive cigars. But when I shoot a review, when I'm going to shoot an overview, when I'm going to sit down, turn on the camera and smoke a cigar, I tend to make a video on something that's more, I don't know, higher end, more premium, more sought after. It just, to me, it just makes sense. If I'm going to shoot a video, I'm not going to do it on like my father, the judge, that I like to smoke. I'm going to do it on like a cigar that I have one of. And if I'm going to smoke that one, I want to shoot a video for it. You know, to me, it makes perfect sense. But some people out there are just like, dude, you're not a working man. You don't smoke working man cigars. You don't do this and that. And it's like, come on. And on top of that, I have really cool friends, really cool people that send me a lot of great cigars that like to share. So I do know that I'm really lucky where I get certain cigars sent to me and people like to share. And it's freaking cool, man. You know, so again, another cool thing about the cigar community that I found out is just how generous people are and how much they like to share. And if they really like a cigar, even when it's a $65, $70 cigar. After I shot my Davidoff Grand Cru Diademas overview, Skinny Money hit me up and he's like, "Oh, dude, you really like it? I'm glad you like that cigar, dude. If you don't have any more of them, I'll send you some." You know, and I thought those are freaking expensive cigars, and for him to offer to send me some, I thought was freaking cool, man. I had just bought 2 of them, so I didn't want him to have to send me anything, but I did appreciate it. I'm like, that's freaking cool, man, that he would offer that. So there's a lot of guys out there that if they like a cigar a lot, they want other people to experience the same thing. And that's what's always been cool. At least the people in our cigar community, the community that I'm a part of, a lot of people have been like that. It's freaking dope. I'm not loving this culebra, but I'm really glad Felipe sent it to me. You know, this is where I got to try it and stuff. Well, it's just cool, man. It's freaking cool people out there. I'm still getting that like caramel kind of aftertaste. It's just a lingering kind of aftertaste on my palate. When I was getting the nuttiness from this cigar, I was really loving it. I was really enjoying that. The beginning of the cigar for me was great, but it's really gotten really, really boring. And I've been smoking for like an hour and 15 minutes now, and I still got a bit. For me, this thing's taking a while to smoke. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm probably gonna be putting this thing down just because it's not that good anymore. It's just gotten really boring for me. It kind of leveled out. It's a bit muted. The draw is a little bit tight, but it wasn't a horrible cigar. The cigar started off really good. It got a little bit muted, and then it just got pretty boring. Either way, thanks to Felipe Cigar Size Chats for sending this over again. And yeah, you guys, check out Cigars Unbanded. Like I said, if you guys haven't checked it out, every Thursday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, it's on the Cigars Unbanded YouTube channel. It's freaking fun, man. We have Matt Cigar Hound Dog is now part of the, he's been a part of the panelists for a while. Master Your Ash is part of the crew now. Always got my Master Your Ash hat. And Cigar Alchemist is now part of the group as well, so it's freaking cool. And then we got rotating people who are always regulars. Johnny OCD is freaking cool. He's always on. It's just cool, man. There's a lot of guys that like to join in and smoke with us and sometimes jump on the live stream. It's been great. Check out the live stream. Check out the channel. Check out Small Batch. Really grateful to Small Batch for taking over the packs, going through the work of unbanding them, getting them ready, sending them out. It's great. They were going to try to do 100 packs, but I think they were only able to do 70 the first month, and then they ended up selling out. So if you are interested, get the packs. They come looking like this. I got one of them in the dry box right now because we're going to be getting ready to smoke that in a few days. But you get 4 unbanded cigars. You get them at Small Batch. You don't know what they are till we smoke them. We smoke them together on the live stream. And as soon as the live stream's done, as soon as we're done with the cigar, we reveal what the cigar is. So it's freaking fun, man. It's a cool show. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.